These are the Spatz Roadman overshoe, and in this video we'll talk about why they're amazing and also why they're not so good. So I really hate my feet getting wet, especially when cycling, and my hands and feet get really cold as well. So I really wanted a super high quality pair of overshoes, and everything I tried, they didn't keep my feet that warm. It was impossible to get my feet in, and they would just split instantly, and they wouldn't keep my feet dry. And so when I saw these, I thought these look amazing. Spatz do a range of different overshoes, and specifically the Roadman are supposed to be their thickest and warmest, so it's 4.5mm thick insulation in the neoprene, and they've also got this nice reflective material on the back and on the front. So the idea is when you're commuting on the dark winter months, then these will reflect car lights and they'll be able to see you. So the idea with the Spatz is they come all the way up your leg. You can put them over the top of your leggings, or you can put them underneath your leggings. I tried both, and I would definitely recommend to go under your leggings. So put these on, then put your leggings over the top, and that way if your leggings are starting to retain moisture, then at least the moisture will go over the top. And these should keep your feet nice and dry because these come up nearly to your knee, and so you don't get the problem of where your socks get wet and the water just seeps down to the bottom of your feet and then your feet end up soaked. I'll show you in the video how to put them on and off, but basically you need to pull them on, then peel them back, put your shoes on, and then refasten them. So everything there is good. They are super thick. They're quite easy to put on and off compared to normal overshoes, because you don't put them over your shoe, you put the shoe on and then you just peel them back, and that works really well. And I think my feet will get cold no matter how much insulation I put on, but I definitely get more riding time out of these than I have done with other overshoes. The only problem that I think the big thing is that they do damage like any other overshoe. So I've had these for like one winter, not riding in them loads, like maybe once a week I probably stuck these on. This one seems mostly okay. So got a little cut in the neoprene there. Other than that, it's fine. This one, less so. I think the neoprene is fine here, but at the front you can see we've got this. It's starting to come apart in the toe box. So we've got a hole there. I can get my finger right through, and it's all frayed and coming apart here. Now, in fairness, most of the other overshoes I've had have fallen apart straight away, but I think these were like £70, and so if I'm gonna have to buy a new pair of these every winter, for the comfort of riding in winter, I think I would swallow that, but I'll still be quite annoyed that I have to do that. So a pretty decent build quality, but they're definitely not indestructible. And in fact, I've clearly destroyed this toe box already. And it doesn't kind of surprise me that that happens, I guess, because they look a bit fragile, no more fragile than other overshoes, other than the fact that neoprene is just super easy to damage. If you're a triathlete and you're tearing your wetsuit off in transition, you will know how easy it is to just go through there. So it's nice that they've got these. Some of it isn't neoprene, like the inside that would be facing into your bike, and the toe box is not neoprene, so it won't damage quite as easy. But as you can see, I've already started tearing holes in these. So I guess my kind of summary is that they're not perfect, they're just better than everything else, because everything else, all the other overshoes I've tried, have been so terrible. So I'll cut now to my first ride video, and I'll show you how to put them on and off. Just got back from my first ride with the Spatz Roadman overshoes, which are these right here, as you've probably already seen from the introduction. So how did they perform? How did they keep my feet warm? Well, results so far are good. It was about 4 degrees when I set off, about 7 degrees now, that's Celcius. And normally after I'd been out for about an hour and a half with regular socks, or 2 hours with my woolly socks, then my feet would be getting quite cold. They are a bit cold, but not to the point where I wanted to come home because I was fed up because they were so cold. It's not a brilliant test because I'm also wearing my new Pactimo wool socks with them, which could have been better or worse than my existing wool socks. They don't look as thick, so I'm not sure they are adding any advantage. But so that's just a vote in favour of the Pactimo, not of the Spatz Roadman stuff. Sorry. So in terms of getting them on and off, they've got this little Velcro strap. And you just pull the spats up, then you take your shoe off, then you can pull them back down over your leg, and it might be easier just to pull them in kind of reverse because they are very similar to a wetsuit. Whether I also tear it while trying to get them off like I always tear my wetsuit, that remains to be seen, but first ride so far, I'm quite impressed by them. If you have enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe to get all of my latest videos in your feed.